Hello, my name is Christine, and I'll be filling in this week. It turns out I'm related to Liz, and apparently a lot of people wanted to see this. However, I've got to warn you, I've got some unconventional relationship advice. Today we're going to be reading from two of my favorite books. The first one is the Bible. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, we're going to be starting in verse 6. I wish everyone were single just as I am. Yet each person has a special gift from God, of one kind or another. So I say to those who aren't married and to widows, it's better to stay unmarried, just as I am. So as you're seeing, here Paul, one of the most influential of the apostles, is telling us that it's actually better to stay unmarried, as in not dating too. However, he's saying a lot of people can't control their desires, and that's why they need to get married. But he's still saying it would be better because it would save you a lot of trouble and stuff. The second part is just from a book that's not related to the Bible. It's called Paper Towns by John Green, and this book is about imagining people complexly. So I'm going to go through some of the plot of the book because it helps explain my point. But I'm not really going to spoil anything, and if you're that worried, go read it. So the most important character of the book is actually the character pictured right here and right here. This is Margot Roth Spiegelman. She's this girl who the entire town is kind of obsessed with. Everyone thinks she's basically the coolest person of all time. And specifically, the main character is in love with her. What starts to happen, she leaves town for a while, that people start to realize the Margot they were all obsessed with is not really the Margot that she was. And that's why it's important to imagine people complexly, because whether it comes to dating or your friends or just regular people, that's the whole point. Everyone is just a regular person. The person you have a crush on or that you really want to date is not at all any more of a person or any more special than you are in any way. They might have more friends technically in middle school than you or have more money than you, but they're just as much of a person as you are, and you having these fantasies and dream worlds about them is not helping anything because you're not actually getting to know the real them, and you're just coming up with this unrealistic expectation of a person so that if you ever were to get to know this person or anyone else that well, for instance, you would just be disappointed. The poor person who you were having these feelings about would never be able to live up to them because they're completely ridiculous. So that's why my main point is that you should just focus on being friends with people and not,
oh my gosh, I'm going to be friends with my dream crush because then maybe they'll notice me.
You should just actually be friends with people and try not to have an ulterior motive because I don't think it usually works out that way. And if you're friends with people, specifically if you're friends with a lot of people of the opposite gender, that's when you start to realize that, oh my gosh, actually boys are exactly like girls. They just happen to wear less dresses or something. They're the same people. They go through the same insecurities and struggles, and they have the same greatnesses. When you think of, oh my gosh, if I could just get a boyfriend, my life would be complete, you start to have a Bella complex, and that's just not healthy. I'm a person, you're a person, your crush is a person, and if you just chill out about it, it'll all work out. And my third piece of advice, if you're still not happy with any of this, pick the right major in college to correspond with your dating plans. For example, if you're a guy, English or nursing would be great options. If you're a girl, you should major in computer science. Disclaimer. That's actually a terrible reason to pick your major. And if you major in computer science like me, you'll just end up with a lot of creepy guys in your life. You should actually just major in what you're passionate about, just like how you should be friends with people who you're actually like. Then it might work out, or you might just be like Paul and be happier unmarried. I'm 19, never had a boyfriend, never had a desire to. I think my life is going just as well as anyone who has their dream relationship or anyone. It's all about being happy as yourself and trusting in God's plan for you. Adios.